Good morning. Today is Monday, May 13th, 2024, and I'm Joe Paul, your local president. It's been a couple months since I've sent out a video, so I wanted to send out a good one today. First of all, if you ever feel threatened at the workplace, you fill out a threat assessment form. Request that from management, and they're supposed to investigate that. And it also goes to the district. Doesn't just stay in that office. I've also sent out those workplace environment forms so you can fill those out. If you get those to me, then I'll make sure I verify it on my side and try to jumpstart helping that going through for you. Always request a steward during an II, even if it's an inspection service or the OIG. Make sure you request a steward, because if you don't, they do not have to provide one, and we're seeing plenty of times where people are not requesting one. Right now, we're up to over 800 conversions from PTF to full-time regulars, from PSEs to PTS, and from PSEs to full-time. So over 800, that's not bad in the last 4 years. That's probably pretty tops. Let me talk a little bit about the full-time flexibles. Now, I sent it out some already, but I'll talk a little bit about it. Full-time flexibles, by way of the 2-year or the 24-month automatic conversion, are not job bids. They're full-time regular assignments. They can change your schedule by Wednesday or the preceding service week every week if they want to. Now, let me tell you also that that's a new step. You're in GG. And every step now, it used to be longer back in the day, but now it's every 36 weeks, there's a new step. So when you bid a job or you get assigned a job while you're full-time flexible in that 36-week waiting period, as soon as you get one, say 10 weeks in, you bid on one, you get a job, you're successful, right away you get a new step increase. You don't wait 36 weeks, you go right to FF. If you get assigned a job and you qualify, the same thing. If you just sit and wait, then you're not going to get a quicker step. Also, during that 36 weeks, say you waited 15 weeks and you finally got converted. Well, you go to FF, and that 15 weeks goes from your FF to your next increase. So you'll get credit for the 15 weeks waiting. That's a big thing to know. Let's see what else we have. You can be assigned a job, so make sure you bid on jobs. We're working on 5 or 6 removal cases, lots of 7 and 14-day suspension, and as always, lots of letters of warning. Mostly attendance, some are failure to follow instructions. Some of the ones that we're seeing a lot of lately is in customer service, where they have the pass machine where employees are not changing the dates or they're changing them wrong. Another one for the hazmat button on your RSS machine. Now, I don't know why they even have that button on the screen if you're not allowed to bypass it when you have a customer that has disabilities or doesn't understand it with a language barrier. So in the future, if you're explaining the hazmat question and they cannot press the button on your own, stop and get a supervisor. Because if you do it, try to make it quick, you're going to wind up getting a discipline, an II or discipline. Letters of warning, we're seeing plenty of those. We're winning most of them, or most of that I've seen so far, but make sure you do that. There's no reason why they should have that on your side of the screen if you can't touch it. I mean, sometimes you have to help somebody who doesn't understand, but that apparently the Postal Service doesn't understand that, so get a manager. MVS, or motor vehicle, and VMF, kind of smooth lately. Don't know why, but we're hoping that it stays like that. Maintenance departments in both our plants, we have some isolated incidences and discipline which we're keeping up on, but for the most part, it's not as bad as it used to be. Seems like every customer service station or branch is understaffed. But it's the same thing as the plant, function 1. They're understaffed. And so if you're working one per machine, make sure you request a steward and file the one person staffing grievance. We are getting resolves. Denise and the stewards over there in your plant on tour 1, 2, and 3, actually, with Travon, who's working out well over there on tour 1 as well, that we're working on those. We're getting resolves. The labor person who deals with us was out of work due to having some issues, and Denise had a couple emergencies, but we're still working on those. There's no extension problems, so everything's taken care of. So make sure you fill out a statement for sure. You have to do that. Request a steward. The retirement seminar that I talked about, was hoping to have it done in May. Looks like it might be closer to July because they had an emergency over there. So they had to kind of postpone it. But we're not giving up on that. We want to get that here It's not just going to be for the older people that are close to retirement. It's for everybody. And we'll have it at our office. We'll have it refreshments and things like that. So it'll be good. Remember, whenever you move, Postal Service doesn't change your address for you. You need to let me know so I can change it for you. I can send it to the national. Now, we get set plenty of those throughout the month, but I just want to let you know. Now, we also, in Lakeland, we're fighting, as you can see now, if you are in that bid cluster, we have close to 80 people there. They're bringing mail handlers back into the facility. Well, I'm personally filing on that. We already have a dispute of the national level on that. The mail handlers were out of there 12 years ago. Now labor, the Postal Service labor, decided to sign a settlement to bring them back in. We find that to be wrong. I'm actually working on that now. I've already presented the step 1 grievance. And if they deny that, which I expect them to do, because they can't make a decision on their own, God forbid with that. But then we'll go to step 2. If they don't take care of it there, we're going to pursue it to step 3. We may have to file a grievance every 2 weeks. All we're going to do, we say everything in the Lakeland installation, all the work, regardless, belongs to the clerks. And that's what we're going to say, and we're going to keep that. And pretty much, that's about all I have for today. I just want to thank you for being APW members and proud members of the Central Florida Area Local. Thank you.